Reign of Terror. Sounds like a wonderful vacation home.
Absolutely, absolutely. Actually, the name Reign of Terror is loosely based off of Slayer's Reign in Blood. And originally, when I named it, it was supposed to be Reign of Terror, and people were like, no, it's Reign in, or it was supposed to be Reigning Terror,
right?
Like the play on the words, but people didn't get it. So if you're a Slayer fan, then you would get it. But I guess there's not enough Slayer fans in the Halloween world, so that's Reign of Terror.
A little inside info for your creeps at home. Now, you're the man responsible for this lovely decor and event. Can you give the creeps at home some of the gory details?
Well, basically, the Reign of Terror is kind of a labor of love. I mean, we're putting this together, so our main focus is to make it look as real as possible. So we will spend twice as much to achieve something that 90% of the people aren't ever going to see, because that's why we do it. We do it because we love it. So when you come to the Reign of Terror, if you came through 2 or 3 times, you're going to be seeing things that have been there all along that you just didn't see. So the more realistic, I mean, the key to a successful haunted house is taking someone out of the real world and putting them in the Halloween world. And you've got to do that by things that make sense, like the design of your haunted house. You can't go from a kitchen to a dungeon to a playground to a clown maze. The people just don't get it. So, we really want to make things make sense. So that's all of our detail and attention just goes to those things that, like I said, most people don't physically see, but it makes all the difference in the world when you're in the haunted house.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, yours, Ghoulie, would notice such attention to the gory details. But I think even the general public, if they don't notice that it's there, they would notice if it wasn't there.
Without a doubt. And you hit the nail on the head. And that's what we're going for.
The coffin nail, boils and ghouls. Yes, indeed. So, does your, obviously with attention to detail, does your haunt have a specific story?
Well, it's actually, it's 65 rooms and it follows 5 different themes. So it would have been hard to make a house that was 65 rooms. So the 5 different themes are your traditional haunted house. You have a mine shaft. We have an insane asylum. We have something we call Blood Manor, which is kind of grandma's house gone wrong. And we now kind of have like a post-war laboratory we're calling Quarantine. Now, each transition, there's a kind of a downtime between, so it makes sense. So if you're in a laboratory, or if you're in the lab, when you come out, you're in a forest before you come up to the next attraction. So it's not like you're not going from one to the next. So it's one flow, but it has 5 different scenes. So like I said, with the blood and gore, then you transition to something different. So we're really hitting 5 different senses.
Okay.
So each haunted house has its own completely different feel. And the other biggest thing that we have, because we're a smaller event, we're out in Thousand Oaks area, so it's not as well known.
Right.
We can let groups in a lot smaller. So you're going to have that intimate feel. If you come up and you're one person and you want to go through by yourself, you're going to get that opportunity. And you're not necessarily going to catch up to the person in front of you, or someone's not going to catch up behind you. So you are, or your group is in the haunted house. And right there alone really separates us from most of the other stuff that's here in Los Angeles.
Now, see, that is absolutely to die for. And I know you ghouls are dying to come and see this for yourselves. Where can they dig up the details?
You just need to go to our website, ROT Haunted House. Just type in Reign of Terror anywhere on the website and you'll find us. If you join us on Facebook, actually this weekend we're doing a promotion. We're giving away some free tickets. So if your Minion people find it this weekend, then they'll get a chance to see it with a VIP pass for free.
Very cool indeed. And my last question for you, since you do have, 5 different themes, do you have a specific favorite one, or are you more of a fan of gore personally, or more atmosphere?
Actually, my favorite one is probably the traditional haunted house, just because it's got the Victorian feel, and it's really what I grew up as a typical haunted house. The gore is really kind of supply and demand. People want it. People want the blood, the gore, so we give them that area. Believe me, they'll get more blood and gore than they need, and then they move on from there. So,
absolutely, boils and ghouls, make sure you check out Reign of Terror.